Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be carrying on the little trend I have going on at the moment with the different Thorpe Park videos that I'm making. Obviously take a look at the different futures of different areas. Obviously the last video was the future of Angry Birds Land. In today's video I'm going to be going over the future of Amity Beach. Now it's actually something that I think hasn't really been talked about enough. Now obviously Amity Beach has been there for absolutely ages, however obviously with, the 40th anniversary being surpassed now, and with Thorpe Park looking to the future, I wanted to take a look at what Thorpe Park could potentially do with the beach and how they could make it a little bit more of a lively spot in Amity. So if you guys do go on to enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, anything makes me know you guys like my content. We're trying to hit 700 subs, we are very much not that far away, so if you want to contribute to that, it would really mean a lot to me. Thank you to everyone who has obviously subscribed and helps me out, because yeah, like I said, it may not seem much to you, but it does mean a lot to me. So with all that rambling out of the way, let's get right into the video. Okay then, so the first and what I would say is the most likely option for Thorpe Park to do is actually to kind of just update the beach in a way that makes it a little bit more of a friendly place, because at the moment it's kind of just a bit bland. Obviously you have the 3 water slides, which I do really like. The one time I've been on all 3 of them, it's been very enjoyable. However, I kind of want them to expand a little bit more. Now obviously around the different Merlin parks recently, we've been seeing these little different kind of water parks. Obviously over the last couple of decades we've obviously seen the Alton Towers water park, which obviously I get is a bit different to Amity Beach. A, because it's indoors, and B, it's a little bit bigger. However, over at Legoland is what actually took my eye. Now, obviously, Legoland has kind of had their kind of outdoor water park type thing. It's almost like an adventure playground in the water. Could we actually see Thorpe Park going along these kind of lines? Now, obviously, there is a bridge going over, obviously, the actual beach itself. So, obviously, it's almost sectioned into 2 different areas. And I think it would really work if Thorpe Park actually decided to do this, because obviously, it would be very cool, obviously, having this adventure playground-esque kind of water park, just to kind of get your kids involved in a little bit, because obviously at the moment it's just a bland pool really. There's not really much to do there, like I said, other than the water slides. So having that kind of playground-esque type thing to it could actually really benefit them a lot. Now I'm not necessarily saying this being a big part of it, but just kind of freshen up, give it a paint job, having this kind of little this little play area, and then maybe on the other side of the beach, maybe the right side, have it a little bit more of a calm and docile area, just kind of have it like a chill kind of space. Now I think this would work really well for Thorpe Park, especially in the summer months. Obviously they're really starting to market summer quite a bit now, Thorpe Park. Obviously last year they had Bounce Dinner and all the events. This year they have Supercharged Summer, so they're obviously really starting to get into the rhythm of kind of hyping up the summer month as probably one of the better months within the season. So obviously something like this would really help within that month, and obviously really help the enjoyment of the guests. Okay, so the next option I have here is a little bit different to the one I've just spoken of. Now, potentially could we actually see the beach getting removed? Now, obviously, when you look at the footprint of the beach, it's quite a large area. And obviously, you've got different, like, water slides, like I said, wet's there. Obviously, you've got depth charge. And if they kind of removed the content of that, yeah, it would be sad to lose things like depth charge and, wet and the beach. But could we actually see something in its place? Maybe a water ride potentially, maybe a brand new kids area, because obviously we did obviously lose the kids area in kind of, Storm Surge's place, so potentially we could actually see Thorpe Park maybe fill in the beach, maybe get rid of depth charge, or obviously wet, and then potentially see this kind of kids area of the park, because obviously it's been a little bit confusing recently with Thorpe Parks. We don't really actually know what side they're on here. In their early days they were really marketing towards thrills. Nowadays, they're kind of leaning more towards thrills now, but over the last couple of years, they've actually kind of been marketing quite a few kids rides, and it's been like this really upbeat, family-friendly park. So if they really do want to go down that route, this kind of family area would really work. Obviously, seen as I'm pretty sure it's the Octopus Garden. Definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but from my memory, that's what I can scramble out. But obviously, that's what his Storm Surge actually replaced. So yeah, it was kind of sad to see that happen there. Obviously, I'm pretty sure Rocket Express was actually transported from there over into Old Town. So obviously an area like that would really benefit, potentially things like Timber Tug, Lumber Jump, and even Rocket Express could potentially move over there as well, just to kind of help it build up their kind of attractions list, without really having to spend too much money on different other things. Another thing I also actually did want to talk about here was the fact that we could actually see the beach being expanded. Now obviously, Amity is the huge part of Thorpe Park. I'd say it's the main area of the resort. Obviously you've got things like Tidal Wave, obviously you've got the whole kind of KFC area, obviously Amity Beach. It's quite a huge place for obviously an area to go. So obviously potentially could we see the beach expanding with this? Obviously maybe more towards Storm Surge's area, obviously maybe solidifying that they are kind of connected in some sort of way. Either way, I do think that at some point we will actually see a brand new thing, either whether it's being demolished or whether they're adding to it on the site of the beach, mainly because, like I said, it's a really kind of hive mind for people, obviously within the summer months. So obviously upgrading that would really draw a lot of families to the park, as well as obviously keeping the area fresh and obviously taking care of the park. It's nice to see these parks actually upgrading the areas they've got. Even Thorpe Park doing it at the moment, obviously Black Mirror Labyrinth, that is in Old Town. Old Town's kind of a dead spot really during the middle of the season. Like Fright Nights is quite a big spot. It's ironic how that it's the deadest spot during the season, but as soon as Fright Nights rolls around, it's like the hive mind of it. However, obviously Black Mirror is then going to help people kind of hang around in that area a little bit more. Obviously, mainly people go through Old Town just to get to Saw and Colossus generally. So having an attraction in Old Town that a lot of people are going to want to go in obviously does help that factor. But yeah, with all that, I do actually think that, you know, a lot of the stuff they're doing will lead to something like this within the future. Now, obviously, in terms of getting rid of depth charge, I hope they don't. I hope they keep it. I think it's a fantastic ride. You know, it's a really good family ride as well. In terms of Wet, 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 I can definitely see them getting rid of that if they do want to upgrade the slides into something a little bit bigger. Like I said, potentially even had in that kind of playground-esque area. Obviously, that, you know, Legoland's actually depped into the past. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I know it's been a little bit of a short one, but I did kind of want to just explain this a little bit because I was kind of just sitting around just thinking, oh, that's a pretty decent video idea, because over the last couple of months I've actually been thinking about the future of Thorpe Park quite heavily, obviously because, well, I'm not there, so it gives me plenty of time to think, and this was one of the main kind of things I wanted to talk about along with Old Town. But yeah, I feel like something will happen to this in the future, and fingers crossed it's something very cool. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you did go on to enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. And as well as that, definitely let me know your kind of different opinions on the matter. I would love to hear your feedback as well. So, with all that said, I'll see you guys later.